Hi everyone. Today we are going to create a fantasy castle environment in Unreal Engine. I'll be showing you some cool techniques such as creating fog and clouds and much more. Everything we are using in this environment tutorial is completely free. So without further ado, let's get started. As always, we're going to create a new project. In the game section, select the blank template without any starter content and give a project location. I'm going to give it desktop and also I'm going to give a name something like tutorial and hit create. After creating a new project, this is how it's going to look like. So we are not going to use this level, so we have to create a new level. So to create a new level, go to file, new level, and I'm going to go with the empty level and hit create. Now as you can see, we have this complete empty level. So first we're going to set up our lightning. To do that, click on this plus icon right here, and here you can see this place actors panel. Click on this. Now as you can see, we have this place actors panel right here. Now click on this lights icon and drag and drop this directional light right here, and make sure to make it movable, and also drag and drop this skylight right here and also make it movable. After that, here you can see this visual effects icon. Click on this and drag and drop this sky atmosphere and also volumetric cloud and exponential height fall. After that, just close the place actors tab like that. So for now, this is our basic lightning setup. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna create a new folder right here with the name of lightning, and I'm gonna select all of these and drag and drop them into our folder like that to keep everything organized. Now we're gonna save our level. To do that, just hit Ctrl S, or you can save that from here, save all. So I'm gonna hit just Ctrl S and I'm gonna name it main. This is going to be our main level in the content, save. After that, I'm gonna do some basic project settings. To do that, go to edits, project settings, and in the map and modes, I'm gonna change this editor startup map from open world to main like that, and also make sure to change this game default map to main. Now hit Ctrl S. So now we have our basic level with some basic lighting setup. Now we're gonna create a landscape. Now to create landscape, right here you can see this selection mode. Click on it, and here you can see this landscape. Just click on it. Right here we just gonna change this section size from 63 to 127 like that. After that, just hit create. As you can see, we have this landscape right here. Before sculpting the landscape, just go to selection mode and in the plus icon just add basic shape like cylinder, and I'm gonna scale it up like that. And this is going to represent our character size. Now again in the landscape mode, right here you can see all of this sculpting tool. So I'm gonna use this one, sculpt tool right here. Just select the tool, and you can also increase or decrease the strength, brush size, and also fall off like that. Now to use sculpt tool is really easy. Just hold the left mouse button and drag the mouse like that. If you hold shift, then you can sculpt down like that. So right now I'm gonna erase this all. You can select the erase tool from here. Now you can also smooth this sculpt by using this smooth tool right here, as you can see like that. For now, this is our basic sculpt right here. Later, we're gonna do some modifications to that. So first, let's just apply material to the landscape. For that, I'm gonna use the Quixel bridge for material. As you can see right here, I'm using this rock cliff material for the landscape. If you want to use the same one, you can also download and use that. I'm just gonna click on this add button right here. Now in Unreal Engine, just select the landscape like that and press Ctrl space. In the mega skin, surfaces, rock cliff, you can see this material right here. Just select the material like that. And in the properties of this landscape, you can see this landscape material right here. Just click on this arrow right here. Now the tiling of this material, as you can see, is too repetitive. So we're gonna fix that. Just double click on material instance like that. And right here, you can see this tiling offset. Just click on it to enable it and expand the tab like that. And just decrease the tiling of this like 0.01 and hit save. Now as you can see, it looks better than before. Now as you can see, I modified my landscape a little bit. Now we're gonna import a castle to our project. To do that, just open the Epic Game Launcher. Now in the Epic Game Launcher, here in Marketplace, search castle. And select the free filter right here. Now here you can see this, we have infinite blade castle right here. Just click on it and add this to our project like that. I'm gonna select my tutorial project right here and click on add to project. Before placing the castle, I'm just gonna flatten this area. Select the flatten tool, decrease the intensity a little bit. Now let's just go to selection mode, control space, and right here you can see this environment pack. And in the blueprint, you can see that we have this ext castle right here, and also we have this main bp castle right here. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just drag and drop this bp castle right here. As you can see, we have this small castle right here. So the castle looks so small compared to the landscape. Just scale the castle up like that. Just place the castle like that. Now right here, we're gonna add this one, tp underscore exit castle right here. Now if we go back in the environment pack right here, and if you select this static mesh filter here, if you don't see the static mesh filter, you can just enable them from here. As you can see this static mesh filter right here. Now I'm gonna enable the static mesh filter like that, and here we can see some cliff assets right here. Now here we have this SM bridge right here. Just drag and drop this like that, and also scale it up. After that, we're gonna add mountains to our project. For the mountains, go to Epic Game Launcher. In the marketplace, search background mountains. and select the free filter right here. As you can see, we have this landscape backgrounds right here. Click on it, add to project, show all project, and I'm gonna select the tutorial one. As you can see, we have this error called asset not compatible with 5.3 version. So we just need to select from 5.3 to 5.0 early access like that, and then add to project right there. After adding the mountains to our project, just open the content browser. Here you can see we have this photoreal background folder right here, and select the static mesh filter like that. Now here you can see that we have this background mountains right here. I'm gonna increase the size of the thumbnail from here, large. Now let's just place the mountains in the scene. So after placing the assets in the random areas, now we're gonna add water to our scene. Now to add water, first we need to enable the water plugin. So go to edit, plugins, and search water. And here just enable the water plugin like that, and restart the engine like that. After restarting the engine, just click on this plus icon right here and search water. Here you can see the water classes. So we're gonna use this water body lake. Just drag and drop this right here. Now before expanding the water body lake, we have to make sure we disable this effects landscape right here, like that. Now let's just expand the water. Just grab this spline point right here, and you can also add the spline point by right clicking and add spline point right here. Now to fix the water right here, just select this water zone right here. As you can see, this we have a water zone right here. Just select this, and here in the zone extent, increase the size of the zone from here, just like that. As you can see now, it looks great. Now if you want to change the color of the water, you can also do that. Just select the water body lake like that, and in the details panel, scroll down a little bit, and right here you can see that water material. Just double click to open it, and also scroll down a little bit, like now right here you can see that absorption and scattering. If you change the absorption like that, you can see that the water color is changing. So I'm gonna select the blue, and also I'm gonna change this one into blue like that. And hit save and close this tab like that. Now we're gonna paint trees to our landscape. To do that, go to Epic Game Launcher, and right here search landscape. Make sure to select the free filter right here, And as you can see, we have this Landscape Pro 2.0. Just click on it and add it to your project. It's completely free. I'm gonna add this to my tutorial project. Now after adding it to our project, let's just open the content browser like that. I'm gonna deselect the static mesh filter, and I'm also gonna decrease the thumbnail size to medium. And here you can see this STF folder right here. Just double click to open it. Here just select the static mesh filter, and right here I'm gonna use these SM pine trees. As you can see, we have this 5 of those. So to paint the trees to our landscape, we have to go in foliage mode. For that, just click on the selection mode right here, and here you can see this foliage mode right here. Just click on it, control space, and drag and drop these trees right here. As you can see, the density is too much, so I'm gonna decrease the density to something like 0.1, and I'm also gonna increase the scale to something like 2 and 3. Yeah, it looks great. Now let's just start painting the trees all over the landscape. Now after painting the trees, let's just change the lighting of it. To do that, go to selection mode. Now in the selection mode, hold Ctrl L and drag the mouse like that. Now you can control the directional light. Now I'm gonna block the light from these mountains. To do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some shape like cube, scale it up like. Now if you face this shadows issue right here, as you can see that at a certain distance the shadows completely disappeared like that. So to fix that, just in the console command search R dot shadow distance, shadow dot distance and scale, and hit space and type 0. Now if you go right here and then we press enter, as you can see it looks completely fine right now. Now I'm gonna block the light. I'm also gonna block the light right here. Now let's just start working on foreground. Before that, let's just import our character. Open the Epic Game Launcher and here search Paragon. Now here you can see all of these free Paragon characters right here. So I'm gonna use this Greystone. So just I'm gonna click on it and add to project, tutorial, and add to project like that. Okay, so after importing the character, let's just open the content browser and disable this static mesh filter, and here you can see this Paragon Greystone right here. Just select the skeleton mesh filter like that, and I'm gonna use this one, Greystone Nova Bone. You can use whichever you like. I'm just gonna drag and drop this character right here. Just scale the character like little bit. Now let's just import the assets to build our foreground. Now for the assets, I'm gonna use the Quixel bridge. As you can see, I have already downloaded the assets like this one, also this one, Rocky Ground. Now in the Mega Scenes folder, in 3D assets, select the static mesh filter. Now right here you can see all of these Mega Scene assets. Let's just drag and drop them and make our foreground. Okay, so after placing the assets, now I'm gonna paint a little bit foliage. Now for the foliage, I'm using this plant right here. As you can see, I'm gonna import it. Now in the foliage mode, here you can see, I'm gonna deselect all of these trees like that. And I'm gonna select these plants like that. Increase the scale little bit. After that, let's just save everything. Control space, save all, and save everything like that. Now let's just do some post-process work. For that, let's just add post-process volume. Click on right here, and in the visual effects, add post-process volume like that. Now while selecting the post-process volume, right here in the details panel of the post-process volume, search infinite. Here you can see this infinite extent unbound. Just enable this like that. Now here search exposure. Now let's just enable the metering mode like that and change the auto exposure to manual, something like that. And also enable the exposure compensation like that and give it a value something like 8. After that, select the directional light. In the lightning, select the directional light and increase the intensity like that. And also you can change the light color if you want and press OK. Then again select the post process volume. Then in the image effects, here you can see this vignette and sharpen effect. So I'm gonna add this right there. Can increase or decrease the intensity like that. Also I'm gonna add little bit sharpen like that. After that, right here in the color grading section, in global, check this saturation box right here and increase the saturation to something like 1.2. You can also add motion blur if you want. So I'm gonna add something like 0.2 and target FPS will be 24. For now we are done with this post process volume. Now let's just select the exponential height fog. Right here we can play with some settings of this exponential height fog, like increase the density little bit, something like that. After that, select the lightning folder like that, and in the plus icon right here, in lights, here we can add spotlight like that. Let's just drop this spotlight in our lights folder like that. Grab the spotlight right here, rotate it like that. Let's just increase the radius of this cone like that. Now increase the intensity. I'm gonna type something 10,000 for now. 100,000. You can also increase the radius if you want, like 25,000. Right here you can also change the light color if you want. I'm gonna change it to something like blue little bit. Now what I'm gonna do is go to foliage mode and deselect all of these foliage, and I'm gonna select trees like that and decrease the brush size. Now I'm gonna paint some trees to block the light. Let's just increase the intensity a little bit more. Select the spotlight and I'm gonna increase this to something like 1 and type 1 more 0. We can also change the source radius. As you can see, the shadow looks too sharp. Okay, so after that, right here you can see I added a cube to block the light. Okay, so after that we're gonna create fog and some clouds to add extra depth to our scene. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a new folder right here. I'm gonna name it fog, and right here I'm gonna create a new material, and I'm gonna name it m_fog. Double click to open the material. Right here, change the blend mode from opaque to translucent, like that. Now we're gonna add some nodes. Now to add nodes in material editor, just right click and search gradient exponential. Here you can see that we have this radial gradient exponential. Just click on it like that. Now we can add multiply node. Now to add multiply node, you can right click and search multiply like that. Or you can hold M and press left mouse button like that. After that, I'm gonna add depth fade. Right click and search depth fade like that. Now let's just plug the depth fade in the B section of multiply and radial exponential in A. Now the multiply into opacity, and also plug the base color of this material into radial exponential like that. Now to control the opacity and depth fade, we're gonna add parameters. To add parameters, hold S and press left mouse button like that. And I'm gonna name it opacity. And again hold S and left mouse button. And I'm gonna name it fade distance. Plug it like that and give them a default value something like 1. And now you can see that we have this nice looking fog right here. Just apply it, and I'm gonna dog this layout right here. Now we're gonna create a material instance of this fog material right here. Right click, create material instance, so that we can double click and change the fade distance opacity from here without going into material editor. So I'm gonna close it for now. Let's just add a plane in the shapes plane and scale it like that, and select the fog material instance and also select the plane. And here you can see that materials, just click on this arrow right here. Now we have this cool looking fog right here. Now you can see those sharp edges, and also the opacity is too much. So I'm just gonna open the material instance like that, and I'm gonna increase the fade distance, something like that. Now I'm gonna create some more variations of this fog. Now to do that, I'm gonna duplicate this fog material. Duplicate like that. Double click to open it. I'm gonna close this first one. And right here, what I'm gonna do is open the content browser. And here you can see this engine folder right here. If you don't see the engine folder right here, just go to settings and make sure to enable this show engine content, and go to engine folder And right here, search noise. If you scroll down a little bit right here, and here you can see this tiling noise 05. Just drag and drop this texture like that and add another multiply node. Just plug the multiply right here and RGB into A section and the multiply in opacity. After that, in the fog material, let's just create a material instance of this fog right here. And I'm gonna duplicate this plane by holding Alt. Then I'm gonna add this fog one right here. As you can see, we have this cool looking fog. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scale it like that. And to fix these edges, I'm gonna increase the fade distance, something like that. And also you can increase or decrease the opacity. Now we're gonna animate this fog right here. For that, just open the material fog one right here. And we're gonna animate the UVs of this texture map right here. To do that, just add panel, right click and search panel. And plug the panel into UVs. And we just need to animate this speed right here. So to do that, just add parameter. I'm gonna name it speed. Plug this like that, and I'm gonna give a value something like 0.01 and hit apply. Now you can see that the fog is animated, but the speed looks too much, so I'm gonna change it to something like 0.001 like that and hit apply. Now it looks great. Now let's add level sequencer to our scene. Now to add level sequencer, just click on this icon right here and click on add level sequencer. I'm gonna create a new folder right here and I'm gonna name it level sequencer, level underscore SQ. Level sequencer, and I'm gonna save this level sequencer right here. Now we're gonna add camera. To add camera, just click on this plus icon right here and search camera. As you can see this Cine camera actor, just drag and drop this right here and I'm gonna set the viewport like that and just right click on camera and snap object to view like that. Then drag and drop this Cine camera actor into our level sequencer like that. Now we're gonna do some camera settings. So first we're gonna change the digital film to DSLR, something like that. And also make sure to change this current aperture to something like 4. And also I'm gonna decrease the focal length to something like 18. And also we can change the frame rate to 24, something like that. Now let's just animate the camera. I'm gonna go right here. And right here I'm gonna add a transform keyframe by clicking here. Then navigate this line to the last frame like that and move the camera a little bit closer. Now let's just add another transform keyframe right here. We can also increase the timeline length if you want, right that to something like 240. Let's just increase the camera cuts to 240 like that, and also drag this keyframe right here. And also we're gonna change the interpolation mode of these keyframes. Just select both of these keyframes like that and right click and change this from cubic to linear like that. Now it looks great. Now let's just animate the character. Now to animate the character is really easy. So to do that, just select the character like that. Just drag and drop this into our sequencer. And here you can see this animation tab right here. Just click on this plus icon and right here search idle. As you can see, we have this idle animation sequencer right here. Just click on it and now you can see that the character is animated now. Now we're gonna animate the outfit of this character. To do that, I'm gonna add wind, search wind right here. Just navigate right here and search wind. Just drag and drop this wind directional source like that. Make sure this arrow pointing right at character like this. After that, I'm gonna increase the speed to something like 0.5 and also increase the strength to something like 0.2. Now to see the results, you can click on this three dots right here and just click on simulate like that. Now you can see that the clothes are animated now. As you can see, you can also increase or decrease the speed if you want. Like if you want to increase the speed to something like 0.9, you can do that also. As you can see, it looks great now. Now before rendering, I'm gonna add dragon and birds to my scene. To do that, I'm gonna open the Epic Game launcher again. And in the marketplace, I'm gonna search creature, something like that. And I'm gonna select this free filter right here. And here you can see that fantasy creatures pack for free. Just click on it and add it to project like that. I'm gonna add this to my tutorial. Now for the birds, I'm gonna search animal. And just click on this free filter right here. Now you can see these animal variety pack right here. Just click on it and you can see that we have these birds right here. Just add it to project like that. After adding them into our project, just open the content browser and here you can see this creatures folder right here. Just click on it. Now here you can see this mountain dragon folder. Double click to open it and right here just select this skeleton mesh filter like that. Now just drag and drop this dragon into our scene like that. And I'm also gonna drag and drop this dragon into my sequencer like that. Now let's just increase the scale of this dragon, something like that. Now right here, I'm gonna add a transform keyframe, something like that. Now at the end of the timeline, right here, I'm gonna move the dragon right here. Let's just add a transform keyframe. Also make sure to change the interpolation mode to linear, something like that. Now as you can see, the location of this dragon is animated. Now we just need to add animation to our dragon. To add animation, we're gonna select this animation plus icon right here. And here we just need to add this fly normal, this one. Like that. And move this animation in right here and just increase it like that. Now as you can see, the dragon is animated. Now to add birds, we're gonna use this animal variety pack right here. As you can see, we have this crow. Select this skeleton mesh, drag and drop this crow right here. Increase the scale a little bit. And I'm also gonna drop this crow right here. I'm gonna add a keyframe. And also at the end of the timeline, change the location of this crow like that. And I'm gonna add a transform keyframe. Make sure to change the interpolation mode again. Now make sure to add an animation Just click on this plus icon right here, and I'm gonna add this fly animation to our crop. Also increase the animation like that. As you can see, we have this animated crow right here. Looks great. Now at the end, we're gonna render our scene through Movie Render Queue. To do that, first we need to enable Movie Render Queue plugin. Now go to Edits, Plugins, and here search Movie Render Queue. Movie Render. Here you can see this Movie Render Queue plugin right here. Just enable it and restart now. Make sure to save everything like that. After restarting it, just open the level sequencer again. Double click to open it. Switch to the Cine Camera Actor like that. Now let's just click on this render icon right here. Now here you can see this Movie Render Queue tab. Now we're gonna do some basic settings to render our scene. Just click on this unsaved config. First I'm gonna delete this JPEG sequence like that and click on this settings icon right here and add PNG sequence. Again click on this settings icon right here and add anti-aliasing like that. Here I'm gonna change this temporal sample count to something like 32. You can also change it to 64 if you want, but it is gonna double up your rendering time. So I'm gonna change it to something like 32 and make sure to enable this override anti-aliasing like that. And also in advance, I'm gonna add 120 warm-up counts, something like that. After that, in the output, you can change the output directory if you want. You can also give it a location, something like that. Here you can change the resolution and also frame rate. After that, click on accept and render local. Thank you so much for following along. If you found this tutorial helpful, please share my content and subscribe to my channel. Happy creating, and I'll see you in the next video.